Welcome back to the RMAC Showcase. This is part 2 of our season in review from Fort Lewis College in Durango, Colorado. The RMAC Indoor Track and Field Championships were held in Chadron, Nebraska. And as usual, Adams State was the team to beat. We start with the men in the 3,000. It's freshman phenom Kevin Batt. He wins by 14 seconds over second place, setting a new fieldhouse record, and he was named Freshman of the Year. In the 800, it's Andrew Graham of the Grizzlies setting a new RMAC record that had stood for 9 years. Graham is named Men's Indoor Track Athlete of the Year. When the results are tallied, it's close, but Adams State regains the conference championship for the 7th time in the last 9 years. At Nationals in Mankato, Minnesota, men's 800, 4 RMAC runners in the finals. Down the stretch, here comes Adams State. The Grizzlies go 1-2 with true freshman Boris Berrien winning the national title, followed by Drew Graham. The latter was also the national champ in the mile 60-meter hurdles. Nebraska Kearney's Alan Osborne captures the national title with a time of 7.78. When the results are tallied in that, Adams State finishes second, falling by just 17 points to Grand Canyon. On the women's side of the conference championships, Adams State dominates as senior Indira Spence steals the show. She wins the 55-meter dash with a time of 6.89. That's a new RMAC record. The previous mark had stood for 11 years. Spence also beats her own record from last year in the 200-meter dash. In addition, Spence wins the 55 hurdles. She is named Athlete of the Meet and Athlete of the Year. Adams State wins their 11th consecutive team championship. At Nationals, what a meet for New Mexico Highlands' Jalissa Grant. She wins the long jump with a leap of 20 feet 6 inches, breaking a national record that stood for 17 years. On day 2, Grant beats Adams State's Indira Spence for the first time ever, which also netted Grant a second national title. In the high jump, Western State's Barbara Szabo makes it 2 for 2. The sophomore from Budapest, Hungary goes 6'1" and a quarter to repeat as national champion. For the Grizzlies, it's another finish on the podium as they take second overall. Highlands and Western would both finish 8th. On to the RMAC spring sports season. It was quite a season for the Fort Lewis softball team. The Skyhawks, who were picked to finish 11th in the league, wound up with a record of 30-26 and won the RMAC softball tournament, giving them a ticket to the NCAAs for the first time in 4 years. Leading the team was third baseman Chelsea Rodriguez, who was MVP of the RMAC tournament and was named first team all-region. Rodriguez will be a junior next year, and she says the Skyhawks will be a team to watch out for.
We know what we need to do to get there now, and so we're going to work even harder to do it again next year and to be repeat champions. That'd be pretty awesome.
Hannah Rappaport of Colorado Christian was Player of the Year. Pitcher of the Year went to Kelly Unkrich of Colorado Mines. Academic Player of the Year was Stephanie Janes from here at Fort Lewis. In RMAC baseball, Jeff Popick of Colorado Mesa, now a member of the Grand Junction Rockies, was Co-Player of the Year along with CSU Pueblo's Chase Lacombe. Mesa's Chris Hanks picks up his 5th Coach of the Year award, and Pueblo's JT Greenhood is Academic Player of the Year.
ASU! ASU!
It was celebration time for Adams State as the Grizzlies won their first ever national championship in men's outdoor track and field. The Grizz also won the RMAC title. Damon Martin of Adams is Coach of the Year, Western's Tyler Pinnell Track Athlete of the Year, while Chadron's Cody Hunt Field Athlete of the Year. The Adams State women's outdoor track and field team placed number 3 in the country. ASC was also the conference champ for the 9th year in a row. Highlands' Jalissa Grant was both track and field Athlete of the Year, and Coach Martin picks up another Coach of the Year honor. The Fort Lewis men's golf team finished 9th at the RMAC Championships in Phoenix. Charlie Loudermilk was 4th overall to make the all-tournament team. He was also 3rd team all-conference. Coach Bud Andersen, who will be in his 15th season this fall, says the team is looking better next year.
This year was freshmen and sophomores who hadn't played at all, so it was kind of more of a good experience for them this year. So going into next year, they'll have some experience under their belt, and hopefully we'll improve from this past year.
Colorado Mines' Jim Knaus is the Golfer of the Year. Mines coach Tyler Kimball, Coach of the Year. Women's golf, Western New Mexico's Phelan Bial is Golfer of the Year. CSU Pueblo's Greg Dillon gets Coach of the Year. Men's tennis, Rodrigo Almeida of Western New Mexico is Player of the Year and Academic Player of the Year. Women's tennis, Nebraska Kearney's Vanessa Gunawan is Player of the Year and Academic Player of the Year. Still ahead on the showcase, the RMAC Coaches of the Year. Coming up next, What is ahead for Fort Lewis College? We talk with the president of FLC. But first, here are award winners in indoor track and field.